Good morning, Pre-PT Nation. We have another great tip request question from an applicant asking about if it is important to calculate your prerequisite GPA based on the specific program prerequisites for each individual program that you're applying to. And the answer is absolutely yes. So you want your calculated prerequisite GPA to be as accurate as possible, comparing apples to apples with accepted students in that program as much as possible to let you know where you stand or if you need to make changes, retake classes, things like that. So this is on the PTCAS directory homepage, and I'm going to use this to kind of give you some different ways that you can utilize these tools that are available on the PTCAS directory. So if we come here and we look at comparison of course prerequisites by program, and this is a very busy page, so please bear with me on this. The first thing I want to tell you is when we say calculate your prerequisite GPA and kind of know that number like the back of your hand, in general, we're talking about your core prerequisite GPA, which is going to consist of anatomy and physiology, biology, chemistry, physics, and social sciences, which is predominantly psychology, and then statistics. Okay? So once you have these things down for your core prerequisite GPA, that's great. But then when we start looking individually at programs that we want to apply to, we need to be more specific and more zoomed in and make sure we include all of the prerequisites that they have, okay? So if you come down here, these are the less common prerequisites. You definitely are going to want to double check and make sure that the programs you're applying to, that you are satisfying all their prerequisites. Because guess what? If you're applying to a program and you're like, oh, I need to complete medical terminology or an exercise physiology class or an additional math class, then you need to make sure that you are enrolling in those courses before you would start to matriculate into that DPT program. So you need to have those credits earned before you start the program. So those are important things to consider. Definitely zoom in, use this page to help you. This is kind of an overview, so you can look at all of your programs that you're interested in one spot. But then we highly encourage you to go and click on each individual program and zoom in on their specific requirements. So let's just do Advent Health. This directory page has been running extremely slowly, so I just went ahead and opened up a couple of tabs. So this is for Advent Health. This is their admission requirements. If we scroll down here, this is their program-specific prerequisite GPA. So the minimum that they need is a 3.0. Average accepted student is a 3.55. Okay, so now that we have that number, we're going to go, and you can come up here to the course prerequisites, and I open that again in another tab, and you look and you can say, all right, this is the course level, the lab is required, these are acceptable courses, and the credits, right? So if you look at through each of these, then you can say, all right, am I satisfying all of these specific ones? And if so, then you can go and you can use one of those fancy, not even fancy, just look up a GPA calculator and treat all of your prerequisite classes as if it was one semester, dump that into a prerequisite, into a GPA calculator, and then you'll get your program-specific GPA, okay? So you'll get the program-specific prerequisite GPA, and that is what's going to give you the best apples-to-apples comparison, so you can come back and say, all right, I am at a 3.62, which is above a 3.55. So that makes me in pretty good shape to apply to this program based on my program-specific prerequisite GPA. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you have additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're trying to plan out, if you need to retake classes or take certain classes and you're struggling to plan out those things, send us a DM. We can talk to you about getting set up with our consultation call, and that will help you get on track and get ready to go for this upcoming cycle or future cycles. Thanks. Take care and have an awesome start to your week.